this is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you are here. We are doing a pick a card and the question, when will I get a job? So let's take a look. First and foremost, I want to wish you success on your employment journey. I hope things go well for you. Let's get some insight from the cards. Okay, so I have 3 decks set out here. I have the Deviant Moon Tarot, I have the Light Seers Tarot, and I have the Zombie Tarot. So what I'm going to do, I am going to live shuffle, and then I will be setting out 3 piles, for which then I will invite you to select your pile. I will put timestamps in the description so that way you can jump ahead to your pile easily. All right, my friends, with that all being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So what I'm going to ask you to do is calm your mind. Think of the question, when will I get a job? See where your attention is drawn and select your pile. If you need extra time, please feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, let's get started. Pile number 1. All right, pile 1, let's find out what's going on with you. When will you get a job? We've definitely been working on it. I can tell that. I can tell that already. Okay. So this card here, this serves as my energy card. So this will be the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will serve as a clarifier for each of these cards. So it will impact their meaning. So first and foremost, we start off with the devil. Now, don't worry. The devil is not the devil. There is nothing to worry about. It's not an evil card, nothing like that. But what this is talking about is that you need to just bust it out. This is saying that you have power that you are not using. So this, to me, speaks to, looking in different areas than you maybe look right now. Maybe you are selling yourself short. You're thinking you can only do certain things, maybe because of your past jobs or maybe because limitations that you are putting on yourself. This is saying that you should bust it out. You have way more talent than you realize. So knowing that talent that's in there, we're seeing a bunch of great things in terms of success. We will do a timeline, so don't worry. I just want to make sure that we are talking about the foundation of your potential new job. So knowing that you need to bust it out, knowing that you need to have, release that power, start looking in other areas, give yourself more credit. We have success. When you do this, you're going to find success. We have our 9 of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of everyday life, which includes career and money. This is the success card. If I had to write one word on this card to remember what it means, I would write success. Next, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is all about success too. It's all about wishes fulfilled. It's all about things spinning around on the wheel and cycles coming and going. So this is saying that, you know what, there is a job coming right now. This is very exciting. The King of Wands. This is another card that is very exciting. You've got a great spread here, by the way. You just really do. The King of Wands is often known as like the CEO of the company. He is somebody, he meaning king. This is for male or female, so don't let the gender fool you. But our king is somebody who people flock to. People really are interested in this person. This tells me that you are going to have some people very interested in you. I assume you've already been filling out applications and submitting your resume or whatever procedure is required. If not, this is saying get out there and do it. Release that power. Get out there and do it. If you already are doing these things, you are being considered, you are being looked at, but the very strong message is you are holding yourself back in terms of your skill set, claiming what is rightfully yours, meaning the skills you have learned, the talents you've developed, that's very much coming through because this is our energy. Next, we have our foundation card. This is the Four of Wands. This talks about starting something. This is about building something. Well, in your new job, you clearly need to start and build a foundation, right? You got to get used to everything. You got to, know the job. And then you have to work through some of those growing pains that happen inevitably at a new job. So this is saying that, you're going to be doing well. You're going to build that foundation. So far, we're gonna pull a few more, but so far this is looking like a wow. You're gonna be getting something, and it's coming soon. This is my near future spread. So we're gonna pull a couple more just to get a better timeline. Okay, so we're gonna get a timeline, but I'm thinking soon. This is my immediate future spread. So let's pull a couple, and I just randomly select. I stop wherever I feel good, and then I just take one. Oops, I got two. So that one wanted to come. Oh boy, this is happening. This is happening. This is happening very quickly. Now remember, this one fell out. So it was a flyer. It wanted to come out. So we've got the Magician and the Ace of Wands. The Magician is all about starting new things. What? Starting new things. And the Ace of Wands is starting new things to grow. New things. This is where you put in a new effort. The new efforts, now obviously at your new job, you're going to be putting in effort because it's your brand new job. But the effort, and remember, this is following along. You need to put more effort into what you're applying for, where you're looking. Effort, I don't just mean step on the gas and apply for more. Yes, that's important. However, you are selling yourself short. You are stronger, you are smarter, you have more experience, you are more capable than you realize, or at least than you are willing to put out there. So you need to work on that part of it. That's an inside job, but this is all telling me that this is soon. So this is soon. Let's do some months so that we can get some ideas. All right, now I realize my viewing window is a little small here. So I'm just going to scoot those up, and we're going to do a timeline. We're going to do 4 quarters, okay? So first quarter, second, third, and fourth. Now, I don't know, this is a timeless message. So whenever you are reading this or watching this, and I'm reading these cards for you, this is when you've been drawn to this information. Okay. I'm going to scoot those over just because of the viewing window. So we're going to go 1 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Okay. Quarters. So let's see. We've got 1 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. All right. So we've got some things happening soon. I think things are going to go very well for you. Here in the 1 to 3 month range, we've got our warm fuzzy card. This is our 6 of Cups. The warm fuzzy, and by what do I mean by that? I mean emotional satisfaction, feeling good. This talks about enjoying the moment, being happy in the moment. Happy in the moment. Well, how are you going to be happy in the moment? When you get a job offer, when you get an interview, when you get that phone call. This is what is going on in the 1 to 3 months. 3 to 6, we've got some balance coming out. This is going to make your life feel a lot more on track, more balanced, because obviously if we don't have a job and we don't have an income, things are kind of out of whack. You know what I mean? So balance, that would make sense. And when you get the new job, wow, there you go. So 3 to 6 months is looking like this is when things are evening out. 6 to 9 months, we've got our Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all about looking for new things, new ways to learn, somebody who's very adaptable, someone who's looking for new ideas and see how they can communicate and really make sure that their voice and input is being heard. This is a new job that you're working on. And then here in the 9 to 12, we have got our success card. But this one is cups. So cups, this is about emotional well-being. This is our 9. So again, it's about satisfaction. You're going to have work friends. You're going to be feeling comfortable there. Within the year mark, this is something where you're feeling personal satisfaction. You're probably enjoying time with your colleagues. Maybe you go out to lunch. Maybe you hang out outside of work. Maybe you're just having a really good teamwork type of setting. But this is very, very positive. So I'm going to say in the 1 to 3 month range, you should be hearing something. It looks like you're either going to be getting a phone call, an interview, or even an offer. But that's where we're looking right now. I think it's going to be a successful career, and we're looking at a year here. So I'm assuming, when I say career, I mean, I don't know if that's till you retire or not, but I hope that for you. But it certainly is going to be a good position, a good job for you to take to either get you to retirement or to help build your resume. Either way, it's a good thing. Ooh, pile 1. This is exciting. Please drop a comment. Let me know about your job search. I would love to hear about your job journey, your job journey. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. So drop a comment. I'd love to interact with you. And of course, please make sure you hit subscribe before you head out. It really helps me out, and I never want you to miss out. All right, my friend, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 2. All right, pile 2, when will you get a job? We're going to lay out a spread here, and then we're going to pull a timeline, get some real firm information, hopefully, right? All right, so what have we got so far? This card here is my energy card. So this is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will follow along with the rest of our cards as an influencer. Well, we start off with the 5 of Wands. This talks about your current situation, I would assume. This is all about, working and trying to get things done. Feels like things aren't happening, kind of like the initial phases of something. Now, I don't know. Maybe you feel like you've been applying for years. Time is all relative, right? It might feel like forever. But this is showing me that work, or at least those thoughts in your mind about trying to figure out what you want to do, but you've yet to kind of, make it happen. Well, clearly, or you wouldn't be asking the question, I realize, but this card really solidifies that. So I see that this is very much on your mind. So what have we got here? We've got our Magician first. The Magician, this is an awesome card because this talks about making things happen. This is a card, though, that's here to tell you you need to think outside of the box a little bit more. We've got this kind of inexperienced energy, this new energy working on something, but not having it kind of pop yet. This is saying maybe what you're applying for is not ultimately what you would be best at or what you're going to stand out during. Sometimes what I recommend is writing a pro and con list about yourself. Write down what you're good at, write down what you're not good at. Also, the things that you're good at, then you can branch off and think of other ways to phrase them, how they would apply. Now, not lying, of course, we don't want to lie, but, think about it. Customer service could be translated into, working on the phone or whatever your jobs have been in the past. But do you see my point? You need to get in there and you need to see how does this apply to other skills that I can highlight. That is definitely what that's about. And here we have our 5 of Cups. This talks about kind of like, I'm sad about things, but I'm not seeing what else I have. She's looking at this little, I don't know what that is, a little tornado thing where everything's kind of spilling and her cups are spilling in there. And she's like, oh no, they're all spilling. But look, she's got a full handful right there. She's got another cup right there full, right, that she's not even looking at because she's too focused on what's not working. You need to change your mindset, friend. because it looks like you might be thinking, you know, that poo-poo thinking, like, I'm never going to get a job, or nobody wants to hire me, or everybody's doing better than me. You can't do that. You can't do that. Even if you feel like it's true, you can't do that. You got to remember, think outside of the box. You've got what it takes. Right now, I think you're not really maybe giving it 100%. The Four of Cups talks about being bored with things. You know, you might be feeling like you've applied to a million things every day you're applying, or you've interviewed and nothing's happening, nothing's popping. That's what this card would indicate. We've got a couple things here that say that. So this card really stands out to me, that you really need to kind of think outside of the box and use kind of like that tip I gave in the beginning, or something to that effect. Next, we have the Hierophant. This card is awesome. This says that if you believe in yourself, a fulfilling career is right around the corner. Notice it's right at the end of my near future timeline. We're going to pull another timeline, don't worry. But this spread here is my near future. It is at the end. So this is the work. This is the work that you need to be doing to make this happen. And now that doesn't mean you have to spend months and months and months working on fixing things. No, you could turn around and do it today. Just turn it around. Do those lists like I suggested. But this is saying that fulfilling career is right there for you. Now, before we pull a timeline, I want to see what else we can get. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull another one. And what I do is I just randomly kind of spread them out until I feel like I want to pick one. Okay, so nothing, no other rhyme or reason to it than that. Okay. All right, so we've got it again. We've got some inexperienced type of energy again, working toward things, moving along. And you mix that up here with somebody who's maybe going to rush in too quickly because they're not thinking, they're jumping at whatever they can, but then they find themselves feeling, you know, like, oh, they're not working, I'm bored with the results. You know, jumping in too quickly without, you know, revamping your skill sets, your resume, your application, the jobs that you're actually applying to. You need to give this some attention. And with some attention, you're going to start seeing some movement. So let's pull another one, and then we're going to do a timeline. Two of Pentacles. I think you're going to have two jobs that you're kind of thinking about. Two jobs that are going to be tossed around. I think once you put the right attention onto things, things are going to really start moving. It's going to be new to you because you're looking at jobs that you maybe haven't looked at in the past, or you're using a skill set that you maybe never identified in your own, you know, toolbox before. But after that, after you get things going, remember, we've got the fulfilling career right here at the end. And with our additional add-ons, we've got you juggling two careers. This is Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of money, career, your physical world, those kinds of things. So juggling two things could be two job offers. You know, this could be maybe two types. Like maybe you're, after you expand on your skill set, maybe you're applying for something that you know, like you're used to, and then something new that would be with your new skill set. And maybe you're tossing that around. This implies to me that you want to go with what's comfortable. But the suggestion is here, bust out of there, blow the top off of your thinking and try something new. That is what's looking here. Now, of course, use your best judgment. Don't do anything because of a tarot reading, please. You need to use your best judgment. This is just reading the energy of the moment, and you do have free will. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a timeline. I realize my window here is small, so I'm going to just scoot these up here, and I'm going to do 4 quarters. So whenever you're watching this, this is a timeless message. So you were drawn to this message at this time. So we're going to do this in 1 to 3 months from when you're watching this, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Okay, so let's pull these down a little bit, and let's see when you can expect this job. When can you expect this job? Oh, my friend. All right. So you're going to be, I would say probably we're looking here in the 6 to 9 month range. Okay. starting off in the 1 to 3, we are looking at a chance to develop, a chance to grow, a chance to really, make an effort. And again, I'm not trying to challenge you and say you haven't been making an effort, but this is saying a renewed kind of effort. So 1 to 3 months, you're going to be working on that, going to be applying for some new things. Here in the 3 to 6, we have temperance. Temperance is all about balance. This is all about kind of a return to a good, even kind of state. This is when it's a natural change. So I think things are going to start popping for you in the 3 to 6 month range. You're going to start getting calls. You're going to start getting, maybe offers even. I do think here that the best offer that you're going to get and the one that you're going to accept is going to be coming in the 6 to 9 month range. We have our Ace of Swords. This is all about new communication, new truth. This is getting that offer that you're going to say, yes, this is the one for me. I think you're going to be seeing that you're getting different offers here, but with your newfound confidence and newfound worth that you realize you have, you're not going to just take the first thing that happens. You're going to take the one that you have the best opportunity to grow in. And when I say grow, you're really going to be growing in the 9 to 12 month range. The Empress, this is about growing things to fruition. Well, you're trying to grow a career, a job to fruition. And this in here is, this card, is telling us that this is exactly what you're going to be doing over that 9 to 12 month period. So let's kind of summarize. We've got our growth going on first out of the gate, which makes sense because our Hierophant was at the end of the spread. If you remember, it was at the end of the spread, right? Then we, of course, pulled out our timeline. That would be the growth. You're working toward that fulfilling career. Here's where the balance comes in. I think you're going to be hearing things. I think you're going to be getting phone calls, offers in the 3 to 6 month range. I think you accept an offer in the 6 to 9. And I think your career, your job, your position is growing. Your satisfaction is growing as well. And things are looking really good. So I would say, 3 months, you're probably going to start hearing something. So I think that would be, still kind of in the near future. I do think 3 months is, while it might seem like a million years to you at this moment, because you're obviously wanting this, that's a pretty quick turnaround. So be positive and change up your search. Remember, you have different skills and powers that you are not using. And when I say powers, I'm saying you bring something to the table and you need to believe in yourself. Ooh, pile 2. This one had a lot of solid advice. I hope this helped. Please drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you think of your reading. And if you haven't already, please make sure you hit subscribe before you head out. I never want you to miss out on a video. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3. When will you get a job? We're going to look at the spread first, and then I will pull a timeline for you. So let's see what we've got here. All right. Ooh, we got some changes coming. All right, this card here, this is my energy card. So this serves as the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will influence and follow along with our other cards. So what have we got for energy? This is awesome, awesome, awesome energy for you, my friend. This is the King of Wands. This, if I just try to remember, like just a catchphrase to remember what it means, the thing that comes to mind is the CEO. This is somebody who is very successful, does great at work. People obviously look up to this person. Who wouldn't, to the CEO, right? So this is here to tell us that this is the energy surrounding you right now. This powerful, successful, charismatic energy. Somebody who is successful in their attempt to grow in their life. This is awesome energy. Awesome. All right. So here we go. What have we got? We've we've got our 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. I'm wondering, did you walk away from a job prior to this period of looking for a new job? Are you still currently working and you're trying to leave your company? Not sure. But this card would pop up for something like that. Otherwise, though, this would say walking away from something and looking for something better. This could just indicate your current desire for a new job. You know, you could be leaving behind being unemployed, you know, or perhaps you were on a hiatus for a while. Maybe it's I don't know, whatever reason you weren't working. So if you're currently working or if you're not working, the same message applies. Walking away, looking for something better, wanting to start something new. Well, that is awesome because guess where our Eight of Cups is walking? Right into the Tower. The Tower. This is saying brace for a big change. There is an unexpected opportunity coming your way. And this is kind of like a breakthrough, feeling like there's a breakthrough coming. You know, you might have been applying to a lot of places or something like that, and you're not getting any calls or something's not happening, and you're just like, meh. Well, expect that to change here pretty quickly. Remember, our awesome energy is following along. So this is really what's influencing all of these cards and the big change, right? You're being noticed. All right, so next we have our Five of Swords. And this talks about, you know what? Keep yourself humble. Don't walk in, be confident. Walk in confident, right? But don't, make sure you're humble. You're not being cocky. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness, right? So you don't want to be cocky. That's what this card pops up a lot of times for. And also it shows me that there is likely going to be some competition for the job that you are interested in, which you're going to be successful. How do I know? Because we have our Knight of Swords following right after it. Now, if this were a romance question, Knight of Cups. I think I said swords before. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups, if it were a romance question, this would all be about that movie star that sweeps you off your feet. This is somebody who is highly recognized as having it all, having the whole package. Who has the whole package when applying for a job? Well, the candidate. Who's the candidate here? You. So this tells me, and this again is my near future spread. So this is telling me that this is coming, and because this is on the front end of the spread, and we've got this energy, it is looking like this is going to be happening relatively soon. We're going to pull a couple more, and then I'm going to do a quick timeline for you to get us a little bit better idea. So let's see. Let's pull another one. And what I do is I just fan out the cards, and I kind of poke around in here until I feel like I should stop. Okay. We're going to pull two more, and then we're going to do our timeline. Oh boy, yes. We've got our Wheel of Fortune. This is your lucky break. Oh boy, this is your lucky break. So, something is happening. The Tower being here and then now getting the Wheel of Fortune, this is telling me that you're getting ready to go forward. Things are moving on the wheel. This is all about just really having an upturn in your luck. This also talks now, if you're looking for contract work, if you do project work, this is a good card for that kind of a thing. If you're not doing those types of jobs, then just disregard. But that is a good one for project work and stuff like that. Now we've got the Moon. The Moon is another one that is following right along with the rest of our spread. This is talking about the next phase of your life. This is what you're going to be doing. You're working. That's certainly a new chapter for you. And I don't know if this job you're looking for is career type of job or if it's just a kind of for now type of job. But either way, what the Moon is saying is that you need to trust in yourself. This is saying, it's saying don't give in and don't give up, even if it's an in-between job, even if it's not your career job. It's saying, you know what, don't give up. Don't give in to things that are illusions, like something would be better somewhere else, or maybe your coworkers are all talking terrible things about the company. That doesn't mean they can't be right or true, but it says, you know what, judge for yourself. Judge for yourself. And this says, even if it's going to be a long term, even if it's going to be a short term, you're going to have success. So this is awesome. This is awesome. Now let's do a timeline. I realize my viewing window is kind of small, so I'm just going to scoot those up, and I'm going to do a timeline. Now, the way I do this is quarters, and this is a timeless message. So what this will be is 1 to 3 months from the time you are watching this, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, and 9 to 12. Okay? So let's find out. All right. Oh, honey, 1 to 3 months for sure. Ooh, this is exciting. 1 to 3 months, I am thinking. And again, the original spread here is near future, and it just popped up immediately that this is happening, and this confirms it. In the 1 to 3 months, we have the 4 of Swords. This is talking about taking a moment to think about how you're going to move forward. Well, think about it. That applies in lots of ways. You get an offer, you got to decide how you want to move forward. Do you want to take it or not? Then when you get to your job, you have to, before you get to your job, I mean, you have to plan, you have to figure out, you know, do you need dress clothes? Do you need some kind of safety equipment? You know, I don't know what kind of job you're looking for, but this is about planning and getting yourself ready. So this is very much your first 3 months. The second quarter would be in 3 to 6 months. This is the Empress, and this tells me that this is when the job is really growing. This is when things are ballooning. This is when things are taking off. So in the 3 to 6, so the first 6 months is really going to see some growth. And I do think in that first 1 to 3, you're going to get that call. You're going to get that call, but that first 6 months for sure. Next, we have our 2 of Wands. And then after that, we have our 8 of Wands. Now, this is talking here, the 2 of Wands, I think you're going to be getting an offer maybe to get either a promotion or maybe to become a lead or, you know, something like that. And you're going to be considering it. This is an opportunity for you to grow with this company, to expand upon your resume. So in the 6 to 9, I think you perhaps are going to be offered a promotion. And then here, in our 9 to 12, this is our speedy change. This is about brace for change. Get ready. Something new is happening. Well, following along with our timeline, again, I'm sticking with, I think you're going to be offered a promotion, lead status, assistant manager, you know, whatever you're doing, I'm not sure. And then once you decide, it's going to happen quickly. So once you say yes, it looks like that's when the bubble pops and you are on the way and things are going to happen. Ooh, pile 3. This is really exciting. This is really strong. So I want to wish you the best of luck. I want to hear what happens. Please make sure you drop a comment and keep me updated if you feel comfortable. I would love to hear from you. Also, please make sure you hit subscribe before you head out. And thank you so much for letting me read for you.